Manchester United have 27 players and only 20 shirts to hand out, and that decision is closing in fast. A contract is sitting on a desk in Carrington without a signature. A call has gone out to Spain about a midfielder United want, and in Turkey, a striker has quietly signalled he'd say yes if Old Trafford calls. Get the left-back decision wrong, and Luke Shaw enters a Champions League season with no real cover. Botch the captain's contract, and United risk losing Bruno Fernandes abroad. Get the opening squad wrong, and academy talent gets pushed aside for players whose futures are already uncertain. Start with the centre-back question. A former United midfielder says the club's first-choice centre-half might be the best defender at the club when fully fit, but that's the catch. It's not about talent, it's about reliability. That's likely why United have quietly scouted other centre-back options this summer. Here's something that might surprise you. Marcus Rashford has turned down 3 separate offers to leave for other Premier League clubs. Sources say his focus is entirely on fighting for his place at Old Trafford. Before we go further, if you want every one of these stories tracked to their conclusion, hit subscribe, because this window still has plenty left to give. On the midfield side, United are reportedly preparing around €40 million plus 15 in add-ons for a Barcelona player, though Barcelona are unlikely to accept it, with Bayern also circling. Meanwhile, Brighton have dropped their asking price for another midfield target from €100 million down to 62-65, but Newcastle just entered the race too. On to the captain. Bruno Fernandes was sent a new contract back in May, with talks ongoing over length, salary and a release clause around €65 million. There's no move to Galatasaray planned. United want him to stay, but it's mid-August and there's still no signed deal. So why has United's business gone quiet? It's reportedly deliberate, watching pre-season form before spending more. Left-back is priority 1, midfield is priority 2, and a player who could cover both holds real internal appeal. One target looks completely dead. United hold real interest in a Club Brugge midfielder, but the club has flatly ruled out a sale, even for a record fee. And here's where it gets complicated. Barcelona are reportedly still in contact with Rashford's camp about a return, but that interest only activates if their pursuit of Julian Alvarez fails first. For now, he's a backup plan, not a target. A separate midfield pursuit has shifted dramatically. Crystal Palace won't sell this late, and United are still deciding whether they even want a third midfielder. Early on, he was seen as too similar to a player already in the squad, but that stance has softened into a real debate. United have also made an official inquiry on a Galatasaray striker, and he's reportedly open to the move. An inquiry isn't a negotiation, but it confirms genuine interest. One respected pundit says United missed a trick by not signing a specific midfielder earlier this summer, balking at an €85 million price tag. The same pundit also said bluntly he doesn't think Michael Carrick has what it takes to win a title or the Champions League with this club. There's also a domestic story worth watching. A 19-year-old Arsenal Academy graduate who played a real role in their title and Champions League final run, available for a modest €45 million. United turned it down. One former United striker is publicly pushing them to reconsider. Now the real puzzle facing Carrick: trimming 27 players down to a 20-man squad for the opener against Hull City. About 15 are essentially locked in. A smaller group depends entirely on fitness. 2 more are included for now despite uncertain long-term futures. And from the academy, one breakout prospect looks ready. For a real chance, Carrick is left with a genuine choice-reward experience, or hand a life-changing debut to a kid who's earned it. Let's go deeper on the striker story. This Galatasaray forward is strongly linked with a Premier League return and is reportedly genuinely open to United specifically. Since leaving Napoli for Turkey, he's racked up 61 goals and 16 assists in 75 appearances. There's already believed to be an in-principle understanding. He'd moved to Old Trafford. A rejected offer from a Saudi club worth around £111 million gives us a benchmark fee, though that offer comes with its own doubts. A legendary former United defender has publicly backed him as exactly what the club needs. Pulling it all together, Manchester United are juggling at least 6 live situations at once, and none of them sit in isolation. One departure affects one arrival, one valuation affects another, and the captain's contract shapes what's left in the budget for everything else. This is what a transfer window actually looks like from the inside, not one headline, but a web of decisions weighed against a shrinking clock and a shrinking wallet, and with deadline day still ahead, at least one of these stories is about to break wide open. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because we'll be the first to tell you which one.